Continuous 20 lower body strength is our workout for today. So continuous 20 has 5 exercises. Each exercise we work for 40 seconds and we get 20 seconds of rest in between each exercise. We go through all 5 of the exercises for 4 rounds, and that's 20 minutes. Today's workout will focus on lower body, and I do have an assortment of weights for the exercises I have chosen today. I'm going to go a little bit heavier with my weights because we are focusing on that lower body. Just to give you an idea of the weights I have a pair of 35s, a pair of 25s, and if I need to, I can drop down to my 15s. You will also need a small step for one of the exercises. I'm going to walk you through the 5 exercises I've planned, and we're going to get right into this 20-minute workout. Your first exercise is a front squat with a pulse. So for the front squats, you can choose to elevate your heels or just do them flat on the ground. I find elevating heels just allows for a little greater range of motion, and it might also help you to have better form throughout the exercise. So I'm going to be taking my weights up at my front shoulders. I'm going to elevate my heels and point my toes slightly out, and then just drop straight down and press straight up. So knees track out, my torso's upright, chest is lifted, and press straight up. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. The final 10 seconds, we're going to stay low and just do a quarter to half rep for the final 10 seconds of that exercise. Our next exercise is a Romanian deadlift. I'm going to use my heavier weights for this one. You can choose to distribute the weight a little bit more evenly and have the weights at your side in the neutral grip, or you can have them in front of you, okay? So I'm going to be using the weights in front. When you do this, make sure the shoulders do not round forward when you're doing the RDL when you come forward. So if the weights are in front of you, it might cause your shoulders to come forward, which is why putting them at your side might be a better option for you if you have a little issue with form. I'm just going to take my hips back, take my glutes back, slight bend in the knee, and the torso comes right over my feet, and then press straight back up. The other option too is instead of having them straight at the side or straight in front of you, you can have them at a diagonal and do it that way also, and up. So focusing on good form, proper form with that exercise. Third exercise is a floor thruster to a sumo, so just a wide stance squat. I'm going to again use these weights, my heavier ones. I'm going to go back into the plank, the floor thruster, come up with feet nice and wide, right next to the weights. So you want those weights right in between your feet, nice wide stance. Feet should be a little wider than shoulder width, and then press straight up and back down, and then back to your floor thruster, come up nice and wide, lock it in as if you're getting ready to do a deadlift, and lift up and down. Fourth exercise, this is where you're going to need your step. You're going to be doing a deficit reverse lunge. We're going to do 20 seconds per side. So staying on one side versus alternating. That way you can just work on strength, get those reps in one after the other on one side, then switch to the other side. If you know your weaker side, start with that one first. So I'm coming up on my step, and then I'm going to take it back, ensuring I get the deficit. So you want your knee to come below whatever you're using, okay? Down and up. And stay on the same side, stay on that side for 20 seconds, and then switch at 20, and I'll let you know when that is. If you don't have a step or you don't feel comfortable with the step yet, just do them from the floor. And just try to work on a really good range of motion, dropping that knee down to where it almost taps the ground. Keep that forward lean to work on your glutes. And our final exercise is a side plank, adding in a leg lift. So coming onto my forearm, gonna pop it up. I wanna make sure that my shoulder is pretty much right over that elbow. Lift through my abs here, and then lift the leg in tiny pulses. So I want to keep the leg elevated. I'm not going to go all the way down with it. I'm going to keep it elevated in just a tiny pulse because I'm squeezing that glute, flexing the foot, and staying right here in this position. If that's too hard, you're just going to do modified. So you're going to keep one leg on the ground, a bent leg, come up, and then again, just staying in this position, keeping the leg elevated and lifting. All right, those are Our 5 exercises are going to work on strength today. If you do have an assortment of weights, or at least 2 different strength weights, I encourage you to use those heavier weights. Have the others available if you need to drop down throughout the workout. Okay? All right, we're going to get started. Go ahead and get your things together. We are beginning with the front squat with the pulse. And again, it's 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest today, just 4 rounds. All right. And this continuous 20 lower body focused strength workout is going to begin in under 10 seconds. Getting the weights up at our front shoulders. Knees are going to track out. Drop straight down. Press up. Drop straight down. Press up. I'll let you know when we get to the final 10. So focusing on really good form, maybe range of motion, so we're not going fast, not working fast to these exercises. Breathe in on the way down, and breathe out on the way up. In about 5 seconds, we're going to pulse. In 3, 2, 1, stay low, quarter to half rep for the final 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! RDLs are the next exercise. So 20 seconds of rest in between today. So you have the option of putting the weights at your side, in front, or diagonal. You're going to pick up the weights. And imagine you're taking your hips back to the wall behind you. So like bend and up. So you're not turning it into a squat, which is why shoulders should be over toes and not over hips. Okay, so you want to make sure you're hinged. Take it down and up. Be aware of upper body posture. So your shoulders are not rounding forward and the low back is not rounding. Press through the floor. Come up. Final 10. Challenging yourself to go a little heavier today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one is our floor thruster. I'm using the same weights here for this one. Giving myself some room. So I'm going to come up in that wide sumo. 10 more seconds to rest. 5 more seconds. Start with your feet wide. Come down, take back, up, and lock it in, and then come up. So you want to lock it in. So if you're doing a deadlift, you don't want to just round. Lock it in. Think about that upper body posture. As if you're squeezing something in your armpits. Press straight up, straighten out the legs. So if you're doing a deadlift, under 10 seconds. And rest. Now we're doing our deficit lunges, 20 seconds per side. For this one, I encourage you to start on your weaker side, if you know what that is. Right, start on the top of your step. And take it back, all the way down and up. So again, good form, not going fast, trying to get that deficit in. Dropping a little bit lower. You're going to switch in 3, 2, 1. Other side. Working on balance, stability. So breathe in, breathe out. Make sure you're not using the back leg to do all the work. All the work should be in the front leg. Okay, so you don't want to lean back and take the focus off the glutes. We have our side plank. I'm going to face away from you so I can see the clock. I'll let you know when it's time to switch to the other side. Go ahead and pop up and elevate your leg. Stay right here. Flex and squeeze. Should be like a rock. And it's just tiny pulses. Staying in the side plank position. You can put one arm up if you need to. Act like you're holding a rope. For 5, 4, 3, 2, switch it out. You're just going to rotate. And other side. And lift and lift. Try to get your torso straight at me so you're not leaning over. Lift through those obliques. Lots of core strength all around here. Stay lifted. And slowly lower down. And that completes one round. Back to the top. 20 seconds to rest. 30 more rounds today. For these 20 seconds of rest, keep the weights on the floor. When you hear the bell, and you can pick them up. We want to get as much rest in as we can. Take it down, straight up. Drop straight down and up. It's like you're sinking down into a hole and up. So this is good for our hip mobility. Okay, I'm going to open up the knees, drop down. Almost getting to this final 10 where we're going to add in the pulse. And 5, 4, 3, 2, stay low, final 10, pulse. So not bouncing, nice and controlled. No bouncing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! RDLs are next. So if you need to set up for the RDL near a wall so that your hips go back and actually tap the wall, that's good training tool to ensure you're getting that hinge movement in. Right, here we go. RDLs, straight up RDLs. Nice and strong. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes. Press straight up, tuck the hips at the top so you're not doing this. Okay, you want those hips to come up right under shoulders. Keeping the weights close to you as if you're just sliding them down your shins and right back up. Again, be aware of upper body posture so you're not allowing your shoulders to just run forward. You got about 5 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Into our SUMOs. Yourself some room. We're setting up with our feet right over the weights, nice and wide. 5 more seconds to rest. And here we go. Take it down, back, up, lock it in, and press to the floor to come up. Lock it in. So if you're not locking it in, when you go to pull, you're going to end up rounding your back, especially if you're using a little heavier weights today. Squeeze something in those armpits. Press up. You can see I'm nice and low too. Squat position, up. So I'm not starting here with legs straight. Sit down into it, and up. And set it down. All right, our lunges. Set the weights down. You got about 5 more seconds to rest. We're starting on top of the stool, top of your bench, whatever you're using. And carefully take it back and up. Don't lose your balance, especially as you fatigue. If you feel uncomfortable, just go from the floor or use a lower stool. And again, we're not bouncing. Switch your legs. We're not leaning into that back leg to push off. It's the front leg. You should be able to lift that back leg up, press up. That knee below what you're using for the deficit. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Into our final exercise. We didn't miss anything. This round went by pretty quick. All right, facing away from you. Lay on the ground. Do modify it if you need to. If you can't keep yourself up, especially as we go through the workout and these legs are fatiguing, you want to lift Okay, now lift through this. Keep that leg elevated. Tiny pulses because you're squeezing. Squeeze, squeeze. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate to the other side and stay lifted and lift that leg. Squeeze, lift. Woo. Reach up if you need to. Hold on to that imaginary rope. Stay lifted. Create that rainbow shape through your side. And breathe for 3, 2, 1. Woo. Carefully lower down. You're halfway. Sweating. We're not jumping around a lot today, but we're working. Halfway with the workout. 10 more minutes. Back to the top. Front squats. Weights up at the shoulders. And drop it all the way down. Press, come up. So just like I'm sinking down into a hole. So I'm not arching my back or sending my hips back. Just straight down and up. 10 more seconds before we pulse. Pulsing in 5, 4, 3, 2, stay low and half to quarter rep. No bouncing. Squeeze, flex. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into RDLs. Breathe in, breathe out. 20 seconds, not a lot of rest time. All right, pick up your weights. And let's hinge. Take it back and up. Lock those shoulders in good posture before you even start. Torso comes forward. Hips go back. Keep those weights close. Press through the floor. Tuck the hips at the top. Squeezing something in those armpits. Woo. Final 10. And you got 3, 2, 1. So maybe you're getting in like 8 to 12 reps, maybe 8. What we would normally get in a set when we're doing a traditional workout, working with heavier weights. All right, next one, floor thruster to our sumo deadlift. Starting with feet wide over the weights. Take it down, take it back, and up. Lock it in, straighten the legs. Squat down, set them down. You're not rounding. You should be in a low squat, and then press up, squat down, set them down. Again, this workout, we're focusing on good form. So I don't want you to be putting pressure on the low back, or lifting from the back, or lifting from the legs. Less than 10 seconds. Into our reverse lunges. Now, you're fatigued. Be careful with your balance going off of this deficit. If you need to go from the floor, go ahead and do these from the floor. Or use a smaller step. This is just what I have sitting here. All right, go ahead and take it back. Press through the foot on the bench. Let's also test your mobility. Woo. Forward lean. I'm not using that back leg. Go ahead and switch it out, other side. So I'm focusing on my balance. I'm not going to talk a whole lot here. Less than 10. Breathe in at the bottom. Exhale as you come up. Woo. Into our planks. Leg lifts. Working our abductors. All right, so I'm going to pop it up. And lift the leg, keep it lifted, and pulse. Tiny movements. lifted through your side. Hold on to that imaginary rope. Just a tiny movement with the leg, but you're squeezing and flexing. And let's switch. Other side. Rotate. And breathe. Starting to shake. Go to your knee if you need to. You got 10 more seconds. Stay lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully lower down. Carefully come up. That's the last lift. One more round. One more round. Back to the top. Front squats. Feeling those legs. Woo. All right, go and pick the weights up. And drop it down. And press up. Let's get a good range of motion here. All the way down. Press to come up. Breathe in. Exhale to come up. You got this. You got about 10 more seconds before we add in those pulses. Woo. Drop down, knees out. And press up in 3, 2, 1. Stay low, pulse. We're not bouncing. Press. Come on, squeeze, flex. Quarter rep, half rep for 3, 2, 1. All right. Won't see those again today. Going into our RDLs. Breathe in, breathe out. 10 more seconds to rest. So I'll pick the weights up till you hear that 3-second warning. All right, here we go. RDLs, hinge. Think of posture here at the top. Now hold it there. Keep that posture. And up. So we don't want any rounding. We don't want forward flexion in the shoulders. You're going to feel that stretch in the hamstrings and the glutes. Think about taking your butt back to a wall behind you. Press to the floor, come up, tuck the hips under the top. Shoulders right over hips. Woo, 10 more seconds. Just going to go nice and slow, nice and controlled here. It's all strength. 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Into our sumos. I'll do these from the side this time. Setting the weights up. Together and feet all the way. Wide stance. Drop it down. Take it back. Up. Lock it in. Up. So you have squatting down before I even lift. Hips are down. Your hips are up here and you try to lift, it's not going to work. You don't feel that below back. Squeezing something in those armpits. Press to the floor. Come on, all the way up. 10 more seconds. Straighten your legs at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1 more lift. Woo. Set those down into our reverse lunge deficits. Breathe in, breathe out. Feeling really wobbly. Just be careful of this one. Start at the top. Take it back. All the way down. Press through the foot on the stool. So you don't want to lean back at any time and take the focus off the glute. Get ready to switch on this next one. Come up, switch it out. Take it back, all the way down with that knee. Reach back, forward lean, get low, press. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and set it down. Final exercise. You made it to the end. We have our side planks. Again, working on some stabilization here. Working on our abductors. Working on our core. Pop it up. Stay elevated. Lift the leg up. Tiny pulses. Squeeze. Think about Sending up through the heel. Up and up. Squeeze hard. Stay lifted. If you're lowering down, come on, get up there. Reach that rope. 5 more seconds on the side. 3, 2, 1. Rotate. Other side. Lift. Lift. Final 20 seconds. Stay lifted. Lift through your side. Flex that foot. Send the energy up through the heel. Up. Come on, stay up. Stay lifted. You're almost done. And carefully lower down. Let's come back up to standing. Head's the last lift. Put your fingertips behind your head and let's just breathe in and out for our final 10 seconds today. Getting the heart rate down. And that completes continuous 20 lower body focus. Okay. We'll continue